because it's training day. Today we strap those boots, we get our ready, we pull up our sleeves, we put our gear on, and we get our mind set to take charge of our business. If you don't know me, my name is Omar Redamar, the Jersey boy, the young grandpa, the little fire in such a big, huge world, right? But I'm bringing you tonight a very special person who is near and dear to my heart. She calls me her brother from another mother. I call her my sister from another mister. And she's all the way in Canada, but she's been all over if you haven't been following her. So, first of all, I love that you guys have the cameras on. It's like very few rooms that I've been lately. Everybody has their cameras on, and I see those beautiful, bright smiles. It just boosts me up. It pumps me up to see you because you guys are amazing. This is why we bring this here tonight. And yes, we're excited. We came back from convention. A lot to talk about. But tonight, you're going to be able to learn how to take your business from wherever you're at. Doesn't matter if you're scratched, if you lost your legs or your lines, or you came back, you're building again. In these next 90 days, you can make a significantly change and boost your business and maybe even win a retreat. So along with me tonight is success coach, mompreneur, amazing total rock star of the Asian community. She's an ambassador in motion. She's like everywhere. I don't know how she does it to manage and be able to stay so organized. Like my mind, just in my mind, I go crazy. I have this big ball of just, thread going around, but has the ability to keep everything so organized. And tonight, you're going to learn how to organize those goals for these next 90 days. Please help me welcome all the way from Toronto, Canada, the one and only, the success coach, and the ambassador in motion, Mrs. Claudia Bojorquez. What's up, Rockstar? How you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Deborah, you're fairly new, I think, in these meetings. And so Omar just sets it up. I don't know how many times you've seen Omar, but I hope that you're able to be on my chair one day because nothing can go wrong when you have somebody presenting you like that. It's like, so amazing. This boy is, like he said, my brother, and I was so happy to see him last month and be able to just kind of get that energy of hugs and just we bond so much in this company. And so I want to welcome everyone here. We still have, I think, Jose Bernardo, who I don't think Jose Bernardo speaks English, but he's still hanging on here. And we have Faye from Malaysia and Sonia, JT, Helena, who just finished a Spanish presentation. And yes, we have Deborah Taylor, who to me is a very dear person because she's still fairly new. So she's getting to know us still. And we just want to show her this love that we have for each other. So Deborah, I know you're not really new. You've been already a few months, but we were on vacation and just reconnecting back with us. And so we're just happy to see you. And we come as we are is our sorry, our motto in the English team, which is we come as we are. There is nothing here that we're hiding. You love us or you hate us. This is how we are. So this is an exciting day for me. As Omar said, I'm arriving from a 15-day tour from states that I had never seen. I was in Utah, of course, with convention, and those were like really amazing 7 days with sharing for the first time with my brother and sister. That was a big goal that we had as a family. My sister started this business 16 years ago. And one of those dreams that we're going to talk about was that she would see her sister and her brother one day on stage receiving a pin. That's not happened yet, but it was the first time my brother was going. And so he's only been trying the products for about a year and a half. He loves them. He's not very involved with the business part, but he loves the products. And so we told him that, he should give himself this chance. And he came back the way we wanted. First of all, he said, I can't believe that the effect that it has to hear the people talk about transfer factor live. And then the second part was obviously the unity or the I don't know how to say that in English, the communion that we have, the fellowship, that we have in 4Life, which I want Deborah to experience live one day with us. And that was what blew my brother's mind away. So then the trip continued. I have a few leaders in Arizona. They, neither one of them are here. And I said, I want to meet these girls. So I'm going to make a road trip. So we did that, but we made a little stop in Vegas, just because it's on its way. And my brother and I had never done a siblings trip. So curious enough, my leader who I was traveling with has a sister in Vegas. So it kind of ended up all, happening. And it was amazing because when you just put it in paper and you project it, I'm like, okay, how many people am I going to be able to touch with 4Life? And I said, we're going to stop in Vegas. And she said, oh, I have a sister in Vegas. And I was like, good, we can talk to her about 4Life. So she did. Sister is super interested now. Then we continued our travels. And one dream that my brother had was to see Zion National Park. That was not on my dream book, but it was on his. And when we did it together, oh my God, what a beautiful experience. Everybody should go at least once to Zion National Park. What a beautiful, beautiful experience. Then the interesting part again, we continued, my brother, my new leader, Alice, and myself traveling together. And then we arrived to first Zion, then Vegas, then we arrived to Arizona to meet finally Siobhan, and that was a beautiful, beautiful moment to meet somebody that has been in your life for now 4 months, and you see her every day. And I love meeting my cross lines, but hey, I love a lot more meeting my downlines. So that was amazing. And then we went to Yuma and to Alice's house, and we met her husband, who was so happy that he had seen that transformation in Alice, just that Alice was touching just lives and people, talking about 4Life and what she had brought with that convention. And then we finished in California. The end of my trip was a picture with Dave and Gabby at their home, but because a lot of people fell sick at convention, they were contagious. So I said, next time we'll go to San Diego again. My husband met me in San Diego, and we made one of his dreams come true, which is to visit his friend in LA. Guess what? He's going to order transfer factor. So that visit also worked very well. And that's the idea, right? Every household that you touch, you're going to just tell them about what you have. And every household, who is not going to want to, try H-Pro? And my husband, he's like, you got to try renewable. He loves renewable because, and this guy's an athlete. And so they're like, I got to try that renewable. You can't talk, just send me that stuff. We finished with going to see the seals in San Diego. My niece lives in San Diego. And again, just visiting family and making sure that you're taking care of all bits. My husband loves movies, so we went to the Hollywood Boulevard, and he had been there. I hadn't. So it was a great trip altogether. It was like amazing. I hope to do it again very soon. So that is the summary of how many lives you can touch with 4Life and how many times. Because if it had not been for 4Life, I could not have done this amazing road trip, and it really was something else. So one thing I talked with Omar was that I wanted to be the one to do this training just because I needed it for myself. I said, Omar, so many days traveling, I don't even have my plan ready. And so Omar says, I'm the most planned person. Thank you, Omar, for seeing me that way. That gives me a lot of value because I'm thinking, I'm behind, is what I thought. I think everybody's in place. But then Omar's like, no, a lot of people need, to get themselves with the plan. So this little booklet, you can actually order it online or you can have it in a PDF form. This is what we got. What a great gift and a great surprise, right, Omar? By the way, our Jillian was already working on something for us like this, and she's like, oh, now I got to redo my plan, but it's great because we don't need anything else. Everything in the palm of your hand. This is how they did it, in the palm of your hand. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, because I know, for example, again, just focusing on Deborah, she just arrived also from a beautiful vacation. She might not have seen it. It's on your app. It's also on your website, and you can also order it. Some of us, including me, like paper, so you can write things in it. So we're going to touch a little bit on how to find the tool, not necessarily how to go through it. But with that, Omar and I discussed 3 things that we want to focus on today. And it's about bringing the plan together. I have this tool, which is the one that some of you So I used in December. This is my 90-day plan that I already use. And it just helps me. It's 90-day plans for me. I come from the corporate world, so they simply just taught us, this is the way we need to do it. Whoever needs it, it's a template. I'm just going to make a copy so I don't miss out my template. And I'm just going to kind of quickly run you through my 90-day plan and how this 90-day plan I can share with everybody on the, 1 second, please. It just helps me work everything that we have. Make a copy. So I'll do May. You can do it in paper. You can do it. I will send you this right now. I should actually have sent it on the chat. Let me just go back. These are tools that I have created throughout the years I've been here. Anybody can edit from this one that I'm going to send. So please, when you open it, make sure that you actually make a copy. Then you can use it if you want. I'm just going to type it here, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Template. And Omar can help me check if he got it. So I'll show you what I do and how I'm going to put 3 things together. Like Omar said, one of them is the incentive. And number 2, the rapid rewards. And number 3, the 90-day fast start, which brings it all home for us for July. So I like to do these to keep myself in track. And usually I do them with the income from 2021. I don't think 2022 has the detailed income. Maybe we're not allowed to show it anymore. I'm not sure what the rules are, but so that's why I use the 2021. Things haven't changed too much, but it just helps me. I'm just going to make it a little bigger to give people an idea of what they could get in commissions. This is not, I've been in network marketing for a long time, first in the corporate world and now with my own business. And this is very similar in many companies. Now, we know that 4Life has a high payout, but the rule of thumb that I was always taught is if you can help somebody make $500, they will usually not leave the company. They have enough to buy the product. They're getting a little bit extra so they can spend in other things. And so the rule of thumb is try and help your people get to $500 a month quickly. And so how do we get to $500 quickly? Diamond. So that's why our company is so focused on getting people to Diamond. And now with the new incentive, Diamond Elite. So let's talk about diamonds. Diamonds in 4Life in 2021. So we're just talking an average year. This is again a chart that I know hasn't changed too much. Diamonds make $500 in average. Where do they get this average? Somebody that is diamond and doesn't do anything, they get $11. Somebody in diamond that definitely works that business is making a $5,895 check that year. So the average with all the diamonds in that company will be about $500. So it's fairly an average diamond check. So let's look at Diamond Elite, which is what we're going to focus on today. Diamond and Diamond Elite. You see how that actually jumps to 891. And if you go to Builder Elite, you'll see that big jump. And it's because in our company, you start earning when you're a diamond, you start earning on that 4th level. And this is why the check substantially changes. So you want to go from Builder Elite to Diamond quickly, because if you get what I call, I don't like to say stuck, but if you get, repeatedly to be a builder elite, you will find yourself that you are only making enough to order your order. And that's for those that have a low order. My orders run at about $500 because I give TF to my mom and my children. And so builder elite is simply not going to cut it. Like if I'm not at a diamond level, then I don't even really have enough. And then I'm getting it from my own pocket, which is great. I would still do it, but I'm doing this as a business, right? So this is your focus. How do I get to diamond? How do I get to diamond elite? We're going to talk about that. And then from then on, just quickly, presidentials make about 2,500, bronzes get 7,500 to 10,000. And here we go into gold, people that make $40,000 a month, which is a 500,000 income a year. And then your platinums, which are $2 million and above. So I like to kind of explain it that way, but just really focusing on that diamond. And then again, if you go through your life rewards, you can find this. And it's your charts of qualifications. How much do I need to get there? What is it exactly that I need, right? And I like to focus again on that builder elite. You need 100 points qualification. You need 3 preferred customers and a total of 1,000 sales. But if we really want to go from 200 to 500, we got to build to 6, right? We're going to first go yes, I'm going to find my 3. I'm going to find my 3. But where do we get this 3,000? And that's where I'm going to just tie it together with that fast start, because you may find a lot of clients that order 100 points, maybe even 200 points, but those 6 are not going to get you to 3,000. So you're going to need a lot more clients or affiliates or, people that are thinking of doing the business. So we don't want to focus or get scared on that number 6. Remember, I'm jumping to help you focus on that big picture, which is I want to get to diamond, I want to get to diamond elite. But there's a process. So just walk with me through the process. Why do I like to show both? I believe that our company is so good to us. We always remain at 100 points. And this is a bronze, a silver, a gold elite, and even a platinum. All they need is 100 points. I don't want to focus on the 100 because with our new, incentive and plan, we really want to get to what? 150, because that's where the bigger earnings are. But maybe somebody doesn't want to do it. So we always need to differentiate and make sure people understand that one thing is qualification for income or for payments for qualification, and the other one is your qualifications for your bonuses. And so right now we're just talking qualification. So you see a platinum elite, 100 points, 12 people that walk with them, 20,000 on the first 3 levels, 3 people that believed in them and the system, and team sales of 2 million. Wow, this is where, we could all think, yes, we can become millionaires, if we work our strategy in our system, just slowly, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. Look at that. I always say, just like the disciples, right? How long did they walk with Jesus? So you can find your 12 that believe in you, that will run with you, and 3, just 3 that say, I can do this with you. I'm gonna climb this Everest with you. So what you want to do again here is focus on what am I going to do in the next 90 days. So we are in May. So we have, for me, May is already, halfway there. So you want to focus, what are you going to do in May, June, and July? May, June, July. Your 90 days are going to give you the growth that you need to get to that elite, to get the incentive trip. I'm going to ask Omar to help me with the incentive trip in 1 second. He can help me explain it. So Omar, get ready for that while I finish explaining this. So you want to do your 90-day goal, but you also want to do your goal for convention. And again, where you also want to focus on where you want to be for convention 2025. You count 18 months, and that's going to be our next convention. So what's your goal for that? Then you have another tool, which is how much bonuses I want to pocket in 1 year. So this is really important for those that have bought their fast start. But if you haven't, don't worry. I say, some people say, but I didn't get mine. It's okay. The idea is how many people can you get to get them? And that's why they have created that incentive that Omar's going to talk to us about. And that's why it got so exciting when they did it, because a lot of people said, oh, but I didn't get my pack. I didn't go into the accelerated bonus. You're still playing. You never stop, because now they have our new incentive and we can all go to Utah together. Let's talk about the ones that did get it, or if you didn't get it, but you're getting those new people to get that Fast Start pack. We're going to talk about the Fast Start if you need us to, because we did that last week. The Fast Start are just packs that are 400 and 100 points. They accelerate your way to success. That's simple. If somebody's new, and I'm again focusing on Deborah, I think we talked to her about this, but if she wants us to go back, we can go back. The Fast Start are packages that you have 2 months. You have the moment that the person signed up. So let's say if she signed up tomorrow on the 8th of May, one lady, I'm talking female, she signs up tomorrow. My friend signs up tomorrow. She gets one of the Fast Starts, then she's in. But let's say she decides that she's not very sure. She actually has all of June and all of July to get the pack. So you have 2 full months after the month that you have signed up. So that gives people a good, 2, almost 3 if you signed her up on the 1st or the 2nd, or, even the 7th, to think about it. But you don't, if you know how to explain it, there's no thinking about it too much, because the person can start making money right away. So again, somebody that signs up for this pack, they will get the best of both worlds. They're going to get a whole lot of product that they're going to be able to order or give to their family member or sell it if that's what their choice is. But as soon as they start inviting other people and those people start falling in love with the product, they're going to be able to get these bonuses, and they go up to $20,000. That's how they add up to 40,000. Because when you reach diamond, you get 200. When you get elite, 300, and so on. So these bonuses add up 40,000. Plus your builder bonuses double up to 100, 400, and 1,600. So the first time that you earn it. So once you have all these numbers, you want to do this fast with your people. And you say, do you want this? Like, do you want to get an accelerated bonus? What's your goal? 20,000, 10,000, 5,000 extra this year. Let me help you with that accelerated bonus. So you fill out what your qualification was, your previous qualification versus last month. And then you start with your plan, which is, how am I going to do this? How much am I going to put in my own personal order? And we're going to talk about that loyalty and the 150 points. How many people do I actually need? So that kind of helps you put it in your own hand and writing. If you want to reach diamond, what do you need? If you want to reach diamond elite, what do you need? And then the way for me to work it is going backwards. Like, I know that in 1 year, I'm just going to give you an example. I want to be presidential, which would mean that in 6 months, actually in 1 year, I want to be bronze. That's my goal. So I'm just going to go here as an example. So if I know that I want to be bronze, then in 6 months, I should be hitting my presidential elite. And I just work myself backwards. And that would mean in 90 days, I would like to be a presidential. In 60 days, probably I'll be hitting the presidential by then. Presidential. And so that helps me analyze here that I'm going to maintain and strengthen my diamond elite. You see, so once I know what I need, I know I have my formula, 90 days. So this is my 90-day goal. It's presidential elite. And so if I go back to my notes, I know that the presidential elite will need 108 and 2 Diamonds Elite. So I just plug that in there. I just plug that I am personal LP. I need 100, but I will do 150. And again, that's our, we're going to touch on why 150. How many affiliates I need with at least 100. I go here, I need 8. 8. Enrolled frontline affiliates. I go back to my formula. Is 15. Enrolled frontline affiliates with 100. So these are enrolled and then enrolled frontline. So I'm just going to loop in my app so I don't make a mistake. The app is a cheat note, by the way, for those of you. I'll open the app in 1 second and show you how this I've done forever, but the app actually gives us a faster way to do it. And I'll show you in 1 second. So I need, for presidential, it tells me that I need, for May, for presidential, I need 108. I need 4. Oops. I need 4. And I need 10,000. And I'm going to need those 2 separate legs of diamond, 2 diamond legs. Okay, so I have my plan. This is my focus. This is what I know I need. And I'll show you in the app how much faster it is. And then your plans and actions that you should do every day, like your calls, your follow-ups, weekly meetings with my leaders, trainings, quarterly, 90-day plans, agenda planning, checking the calendar that everybody knows what they need to do those 90 days, checking the 90-day plans with people. In the semester, again, going back to who am I talking to, who's still hanging with me, right? 6 months later, and who said, yes, I'll do it, but hasn't, gotten unfocused, and then your year, because some of those people will walk with you. And so these are the ones that you're going to bring, I always call it to the road trip with you, right? And so I'm going to stop for now. Just that was my first part of the training, and I'm going to pass it on to Omar, and I'm also going to stop for questions. And again, because I think some of you saw it when I did it in December. That's my 90-day plan. It helps me. That's the one I wanted to show you, but we're going to touch a little bit now on this as well, and the incentive for Utah. Omar, now to you.
All right. So can you please put the other phone as a co-host? I want to share
Oh,
something.
yes.
That was powerful, by the way. I like that. I was taking notes, and I'm gonna go and copy that document you shared there, because very helpful. It's already structured. So I'm gonna share something here real quick, so we can understand how this is gonna drive you. It's gonna be like the pathway. It's already the GPS to take you exactly for what the company's already given us. And for those of you who are on one of the last presentations or so, even though we talked about the Diamond Elite Retreat, it's one of the incentives. Now, there's other ones that they mentioned at convention. There's an incentive to go to Listenbee's Ranchos. There's other stuff going in there, but this is the building block of your whole business. This retreat should be the focus right now. If you're not Diamond, or if you're a Diamond, you want to go to Elite. And Claudia mentioned something really important about the 150 LP. This is like the new thing right now. Why? If you notice, I don't know who haven't yet, but if you haven't, the loyalty program now is structured with 150 LPs. So the company said, with 150 LPs, somebody signs up, doesn't want to sign up with the Fast Start, they sign up, they get free sign up, 150 LP. You prepare them already. Hey, since you already got that, you can begin to do it in the loyalty program. And now you're going to get those points for next month. Well, whenever you do the loyalty, and you pick the products now, the company's no longer going to give you the loyalty product. Now they give you the opportunity to pick that. So the option to qualify it is from April 1st all the way until September, I mean, to July 31st, I'm sorry, is to qualify two times during these 4 month period. Why? Because that's going to allow you to qualify Diamond Elite, which is going to structure. It's going to give you the structure you need for everything else. Once you have the structure of a Diamond Elite, you have pretty much the the foundation for everything else, for presidential elite, bronze elite, because you have different legs, you have the volume, you just push it now, creating, duplicating more leaders. Now, we have a voluntarily army. We don't have, nobody's forced to be with us. It's okay. Nobody's forced to run with us. If they're with you, even if they're buying one product, a toothpaste a month, thank them, because they can go anywhere else. So just want you to be aware of that, because sometimes we want people to run with us the same way we running, and they're not going to feel it, and it's okay, because guess what? We focus on transformation, not just transactions. So anybody who's part of your organization, whether they buy a toothpaste or the Fast Start, love them, because thank God they bought it from you. Anyways, just want to point that out. So really quick, this qualifying option is going to give you the head start for everything else. Now, if you notice on one of the last trainings, and I even explained it in the presentation, is that this is the structure that can solidify your rank. So sometimes we qualify a rank and maybe next month you don't see it, volumes go down, and hey, it happens everywhere. Once you qualify this rank, pretty much if you keep on loving on people, you're going to qualify it for the following months. So the focus should be to go and get this, set up to a point where, okay, I qualified this month, you're going to have it the next month no matter what. And let me show you something where I had last time where I was talking about it. I think I shared a little bit, but I'm going to give you a little hint, because anybody can do it. And I want you to be aware of something. Yeah, the company's giving us all this so we could take advantage of the incentives. I think I have it on the other phone. I think I do. All right, I apologize. I do have it on the other phone, and the phone is connected here. But anyways, let me just come back to this, because this time in the league, you're going to be able to go to a retreat. The company's going to pay you for it. You don't need to take any money out of your pocket. So whatever you're making already in volume and sales, anything that you're making in your check already, that's for you. You don't need to touch that. The company's going to pay you, fly you out or fly you into Utah, pay you the hotel. You're going to be 3 days on trains over there, because a lot of stuff is going to be happening, and they want to focus on the structure of Diamond Elite. Diamond Elite is like the way to go at it. So if you're focused, you have any focus right now, it should be Diamond Elite from here to July, or Diamond Elite from here to September. At least July, so you can qualify for the retreat, and that will be closing. If you look at it, May, June, July, these next 90 days that you have to go all in, full throttle. What's going to give you the opportunity to see people who wants to run with you. Now, the company is putting it even more simple, because 150 LP, like Claudia was saying, she buys about 500 in her family. I'm pretty much the same. I buy products for my mom because she needs it. She was a cancer survivor, but she still takes her supplements. I got to send, and I send them to her. I send her over there in Connecticut. She's not even here with me. So I'll send her hers. I take mine. I got to take care of my grandson because he likes his chewables. My wife likes her collagen and all the stuff. So you're always going to go. Now, yeah, if you're getting a little extra change coming in, it's going to be helpful. But trust me, the average household right now is spending over $350 in stuff they barely use, and with very low quality. They go to Walmart, they're going to all this crazy stuff out there, buying supplements that, not hating, but it's true. It's not even doing them good. So if you can tell people you're already spending this money, just spend it wisely, and you have a platform that's going to pay you for recommending people, connecting people to the company, they buy, you get paid, because BJ's don't send me a check, Costco don't send me a check, none of these people send me no money. They give you reward points. I had about like 1,200 points in Costco, and I think it qualified for some chips. They gave me some chips, So what's your points? We have pure quality stuff and real full products. Anyways, I want to point that out because sometimes people oversee what the company's giving us. The company's just giving us so much. And I don't know if anyone saw what's going to happen in May 2025. Presidential's Club, they're going on a 10-day Mediterranean cruise. 10 days. My hairs were just like this the day when I saw that, because that's a big dream. They're gonna be four different countries, 8 days out in different countries, 2 days in the sea, 10 days. Like you can imagine you can do in 90 days. Imagine what you could do from here to May. And all you need to do is focus on this Diamond Elite. Diamond Elite is everything. Now the fast start, it gives you the 90 days. To those 90 days, 3 months, getting paid 25% from the person who starts with the fast start. If they buy 100 points next month, you get 25%, not the two. I don't know if you know, but before it was just two. Now you get them there. What's going to have this? It's going to help you with retention, and it's going to help with people getting money. You want people to make money fast. So imagine, I just want to put this in your mind so you break out of the limitations. Imagine you and you the ones who want to run with you signing up the next 8 people, all of you, because that's what qualifies you for the rest. 8 people with the fast start within these months. It doesn't have to be the same month. It can be within these months. 8 people with the fast start. 8 times 4. Imagine that going down the stream, and you duplicating that. How your volume is going to grow, how your business is going to grow, where you're going to be. You're probably going to be next to Claudia when she qualifies out bronze. I'm going to be celebrating that. I'm going to be crying like a girl, no, like a man. I'm going to be crying like a man, but I'm going to be crying of pride. I'm going to be crying because I know she has worked her tail off. She left everything in here. And hey, who knows? I might be right there with her. So let's all work together to make it happen. But yeah, I wanted to point that out, and just want to mention that Diamond Elite is the focus. You have everything set right now. Yes.
And let's work a little bit that reward, because I remember, give me a second, let me just go back to that flyer. Are you seeing my flyer?
Yes.
Okay, so let's stop 1 second there, Omar, because this is one of the most important enhancements. This is the biggest the biggest boom that they have done for a long time. Like they really give us a lot of good things. But 25% on the first 3 orders, you see, this is all about retention. This started now. So let's say that you have that friend, friend Lola tomorrow wants to sign up, and she is ready. She's like, okay, you have this new age pro. I want to, reverse my age. What are you talking about? Let's do it now. So for us to be able to get 25% on the 3 first orders, that's a big chunk of money. And see, what was happening before is that people were kind of like getting them started, getting excited, and there was this fear also of, number one, talking about the fast start too fast. It's like, oh, what is she going to think? I'm going to, pushing product into her, and so we were afraid maybe of going into this. Now you have 2 things. First, you want to benefit that friend. You don't want to not talk about it. But let's say you're like, okay, you know what, let's let her sign up with 150. Maybe next month she's ready to order the 400 LP. So that's kind of like where they brought this home, right? Because before, and it happened to me, the person was signing up with the 100 points or the 150. She's like, you know what, let me try the product. And then she got excited. And now she was ordering that 400 pack. And it was the upline that was making the 25%. So 4Life said, you know what if we give the people the good 3 months to get people into the product? We know that once people try it, they're going to fall in love with it, right? So that is why it's such a big deal now. That 25% on those first 3.
Sorry to cut you. Nathan was telling me any orders during that month of the first purchase, every single order, if they're a brand ambassador, they like to sell, you also get the 25%.
Correct.
of those of that volume, whatever purchase they do. Let's say you sign somebody up today. It's May 7th, right? And somebody signed up with 150 LP. Good, because you still got the next month to be able to put them on the fast chart. You don't need to put them right away, like Claudia was explaining. But let's say tomorrow the person shares their link and they sell 100 points. Now you get 25% of their 100 points also, plus they get them as well. Now they go and sell 30 points, 50 points. You get 25% of every sale they make in that period of from the first purchase and beyond for the next 3 months. Now, month 2 and 3, it's the first purchase, and then it goes down. But the first month, Nathan was saying, yeah, that first month, that period, you get 25% of every purchase they make.
And not only that, but that 12 and 5% on customers that they bring in, right? So we're
Absolutely.
talking 25, 12, and 5, but you got to do this on the first month. And this is why we need to break those fears on, oh, I don't want to talk to my friend because they might think I'm doing like pushing product, or no, you are offering the best immune system product in the world. You cannot have those fears, because if you wait in month 2 or month 3, it just doesn't happen. This 25, 12, 5 happens on that first month. You want that person to get so excited. Yes, you're earning because you're the one that delivered that message. But once she does it, she's going to get that 25% too. And that's on 3 months. So one thing that I also want to point out is the affiliate group, right? For those that are watching this video or that are fairly new, and you may still not be in the For Life USA, they're starting to use this more and more. And I just want to bring you here to the guides. You know, you come into discussion and then you click on guides. And in the guides is where you're going to find a lot of this information that is nicely put there for you. And I just want to bring you down here to guide 3. That's where your builder bonuses are, which we're not touching on builder bonus today, just to not get you more confused, because, you know, that's what happens. But it's the guide 4 that I want to focus on. Guide 4 is the live rewards plan. This is what we have been talking about with Omar. And then you have your roadmap to diamond, which I really love this one, which is, okay, Claudia, Omar, so what do I do? Well, it's right here. Here's your roadmap to diamond, right? What I initially showed you was just my personal way of doing it, but you have it right here. And it says, let's talk about diamond requirements. Let's talk about your 6, and then you're going to get your bonuses. And so just download these sheets. They're very easy. They're nice and clean. And you have your rapid rewards right here as well. So, I just want to, and here's your loyalty program. Does everybody understand the big change on the loyalty program? Because one thing I want to make sure is that everybody knows they need to cash out those points, redeemable points that you have banked this month. So if everybody's good with that, give me a thumbs up or write yes on the chat. And so if you have points that you earned on the old program, cash them out, because you're going now into the new program. And the new program, I just want to see here. They probably already have the new one, right? I might be
It's also
mistaken.
in the app.
Rapid rewards. It's in the app, right? Yeah. So and also it's on the Time for Life. This is the hub that we have. Jillian is going to start opening the hub. She has all the tools very organized there, but she said she'll open it to affiliate. So I want to throw this one for you, Omar. So Jillian, most of you know Jillian. She's our superstar new affiliate, and she has this affiliate hub for her team only. Guess what, Omar? She said, if you are serious about your business, even if you are not under my team, you will be able to enter the affiliate hub. She just puts everything so nice and in order for our English team. So if you're serious, this is what she told me to tell you. If you're serious, you can write her and say, I'm serious. And then she'll bring you into the For Life Time Hub, which is like a little more special group for people that are very serious and say, I want to go to Utah. I want to reach this in 90 days or less. I want to make sure that I get my 150 loyalty order every month so I can get that free product and free product of my choice. And get Utah. What did we say? 3 things. Oh, and the rapid rewards, right? With the 400 LP. So we have 10 more minutes. Why don't we start taking some questions, Omar? What do you think? Or comments, if Sonia or Helena.
Sonia.
Yes, Sonia wants to help us with, she was our superstar trainer last week. Sonia, input.
I have a question, because I know I signed up for the pack, right? The
Fast Start pack.
And that was in like September.
It started
I have
in September.
12 months, is that correct? To
From
hit the
month.
September to September, correct.
From the month you purchased.
Does that mean that because I didn't hit those ranks in these months, I miss out on some of the $42,000 bonuses?
No, when you hit it, no, when you hit it, you make them.
You can still get them, yeah.
You got a shorter period of time then? 12 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, so in case I want to, you want me, I want to let you sleep, but I want to let you sleep like this. Damaris Rosado, she signed up. I think she's an influencer, or maybe not so much an influencer. This new lady, this new girl, she's young. She started in October. She went to the convention as a presidential and closed April as a bronze, and she's crushing the bonuses. So you got time.
Okay.
Sonia, you are a superstar, okay? You don't think on and again, the fast start was already a gift. And this is why people that got into it, yes, you're going to get the 42,000. Just think I can bank myself, $42,000 a year. But if you didn't, the thing is, you need to ask yourself how many people, and the number should be minimum 8, that you need for them to get that fast start, because the bonuses are going to come anyway. And that's why I wanted to show you the earning statement so that people don't say, oh, you start with that mentality of, I didn't get my pack. At least you got your pack. Some people start with, I didn't even get my pack. And I'm like, hey, have you seen how much you can earn with 4Life? Like, that's why I always start my trainings with that orange paper, which is like, it doesn't matter. Look how much money you can make. Right?
Two things real quick. Now, you don't even need to necessarily buy the pack. You can make 400 points with a person, whoever starts of their selections, just 400 points, and it qualifies as the fast start. That's one. The other thing is, I don't know if anyone noticed, but almost, if not everybody who spoke on stage that qualified new ranks, the short time they made it.
Yeah.
3 months, 5 months, like, oh my God. So the speed of qualifying ranks right now is just, that's why they call it fast start. Because also we're using social media, we're using everything we can to speed up that process, where somebody back then, when it used to be international or international club 100, would take 3 years to get there. You could do it in 5 or 6 months, but that's speed.
Okay,
and that's where the 90-day plan comes, Sonia. At one point, when I bought the pack, I said, I'm making gold. I'm banking on the 40. Right now, I'm being a little more conservative, and I'm like, hey, if I can bank 20,000 with my silver's 20. Give me a second. I just gotta go back to the plan. So bronze, and this is where you want to be. Bronze's bank. Oh, I need to upgrade I don't want to be bronze. I want to be silver because bronze's bank 1,000, about 2,500, but silver's bank about $8,000. So that would be nice, right? And so that's where your 90-day plan, you'll adjust it. And this is why 90-day plans are so important, because you're like, oh my gosh, I have a runner. So when Jillian came, and now Deborah, by the way, I'm focusing a lot on Deborah because Deborah came back, and that's why she's here listening. And she told Jillian, I'm going to make it. I'm banking as much money as I can bank. Deborah just declared it. So when you have somebody that wants to run, your own plan adjusts, because you run with that person. You're like, where do you want to go? Because I'm going to grab you by the hand and I'm going to run with you. And if Deborah calls me every day at midnight because she has somebody in like Asia, I will be there for Deborah every day at midnight, because she just came from Asia. So what if she has like 3 waiters, 2 managers, people that she needs to talk to? So you run with the ones that want to run, Sonia. So Network marketing is not about you. It's about who's running with you. So when one shows up and starts bringing people, you're like, okay, I'm here. Like, let's start on talking, right? So
Right.
it's not you. This is the only business that you're not the one doing it. It's your people.
And listen,
Yolanda.
listen, no pressure. But once you qualify the first time presidential and elite and then silver, every time you qualify that new rank, it's a cruise. So it's a great escape. So no pressure, but just keep that in mind.
Hey, real quick,
Yolanda.
you
Oh, sorry.
mentioned 400 points of any product.
Yeah.
Yeah, any sign up you do right now, anyone who wants to like, all right, I don't want to buy the pack, but I want to do 400 points, it qualifies as fast start. You just got to make sure you call them though. You got to
Okay.
call in and let them know.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that's a Deborah. I think that's how Deborah did it. I think she can give me a thumbs up. I'm not sure, but she bought $400 of product she needed for her and her father. So she didn't buy. Is that how you got it, Deborah? Or you got the pack? Let me unmute you. Unmute. No, maybe not. You didn't get $400, 400 points in items that were mix and match, like things that you wanted for yourself?
That's a good question.
I think so. Okay.
I might have. Mhm.
I gotta check on that.
There's been a few mix-ups, so we've kind of been straightening that out. So I'm
She
can't
told me.
say
She told me they
100%.
fix everything. Don't worry.
Okay.
For life always fixes everything. So I'm glad that we got on it right now. So yeah. So yes, Sonia, the answer is yes. You just don't get the little black amazing business bag, that looks very, very businessy. That's it. You get the 400 of products that you think you need because you're treating something different, then that counts. Yolanda Cuevas.
Yes, hi everybody. Thank you, Claudia, for giving me this space. So my question is, the 25% commission of the LP is only for the first month or the first sign up or for the 3 months? The 3 months, right? So if I sign up someone today, May, so for whatever they purchase May, June, July, I'm going to be having the 25%, right? Okay, so this I want to make sure. And Omar, you said that we had a package, the fast start packages. So that all of them, regardless the price, they have 400 LP. So the new affiliators who enter with 400 LP, not it doesn't need to be exactly the fast start, right? Okay,
Right.
so I want to make sure. And also I want to let anybody know I'm in Chicago and we have meetings in here. So if you have anybody that wanted to come and join us, so they're welcome.
All right.
Nice, Yolanda.
Stay over there, right?
Real quick, Yolanda said 25%, even if all sales on month 2 and 3, or just the
month
first sale?
month 2 and 3, 15 and 5. But you do get the first purchase of their buy the first 3 months. But any extras is 15 and 5. But the first month, any purchase in that month, it's a 25%.
So let's say that the person buys every month, only one order, they get 25%. Where Omar is talking about is because sometimes even I think most of us do end up buying a second and third order.
Right.
Then that on those, no. But on the first order that person orders, it's going to be 25. So if they're already in loyalty, it just makes it easier because it's 150 or more, and then you're going to get 25% on the first one. And I want you to make sure, I want everybody to understand, and this is how Dave explained it to me, that going back to people that maybe are watching this, or even our new people like Deborah, before this weekend, before this month, it used to be you sign up, you get 25% on that first order, and on the second order you start making 2%. So in those charts that I was showing, so it kind of went from, wow, the person ordered 400 LP, I made $100. Now the next order, the person orders 100 LP, I made $2. You see? So people were kind of deflating like a balloon and saying, all that work and my best friend, and she ordered all of that. And not only that, then we talk about what was happening. People were not ordering the fast start on the first month. They were ordering 100 points. So you were making $25 on that first month. Then the person started understanding, and Sanelia's here, she's my leader. She did it this way. She kind of went like, oh, maybe I want to get it after. And if the person got it after, then you would make 2% on that order, and it was your upline who made 25%. So that was kind of like unfair. I mean, it's not unfair. This is how network marketing works. You should be happy that your upline's making money too. She's the one that introduced you to this business. But what was happening was that those big packs, beautiful, 400 and 800, it was the upline getting the 25%. Hey, I don't want to get the 25. That's just how the system rolls, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I got the 25 for that order just because that person chose to order it on that second order. Do you understand what was happening?
I want to mention
wow.
something real quick. We have the beauty that our compensation plan allows placement anywhere. So for example, like I have leads, and let's say I'm going to close somebody. I already kind of got my front lines. I can place people under people who are committed, and they can earn, plus you can start building the comp plan. So what that gives us, and not every company has that, by the way, because I've heard other companies, they don't have that. You have the ability to, if you start attracting people, bringing leads in, you already got the 25% of that person in there. Guess what? Now you start building a comp plan for them and for you. Because if they start growing, you're going to grow. What happens is sometimes because of before, after that first purchase, on the second month, people kind of like you said, Claudia, they get, oh my God, what happened here? Now having them on the edge and having them, retaining them with that 25%, once you do it to them, they ain't going nowhere. And by the way, I wanna say this out here tonight, because since we're out here tonight, this summer, we're gonna be putting the diamond pin on Rod. I'm gonna work with this man heart to heart, because this man, he deserves it. He's a freaking rock star. You guys don't know. Wait till you meet this man. Wait till you meet this man. And if you're anybody out here in summer and you're around Jersey, let's go eat some carne asada, some good a good old barbecue over here at Rod's house. He is the man, and I'm gonna work heart to heart.
Well, Omar,
I'm here for
Te
you.
tomo la palabra, Omar. Te tomo. I'm gonna take your word.
Omar,
Yeah, right.
that's
I'm
great.
taking it to heart. Huh?
Omar,
thank you so
Omar
much.
and
I appreciate you a
are
lot, man.
yeah,
Thanks.
very good. You have a great leader, Rod. I can see that pin shining on you quickly because you have an amazing leader. But Omar, I'm taking you on that too, and so you've made it public. So you better be pinning this gentleman on in summer. And I want to do that for Deborah too. So we're in competition. So. And Sanelia's here, but she's been quiet. So Sanelia went to convention, so that woman's on fire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch on to her. So just to close up, did everybody understand why 4Life did that 25 on the 3 months? And so now you're like working with that leader really hard on the first month, and you're working really hard on that leader on that second month, and you're not kind of like dropping her and trying to find somebody else because now you're not making money on that person that much. Let's just see if we can find, you're like, no, let's work really hard on that person, understanding the products, understanding everything that we have, and understanding how she or he can make that bonus check, and that and again, it was not about me and my 3 or builder bonus, but once you touch on that builder bonus tied to the 150, I think we're gonna make sure that everybody does understand why they moved the loyalty to 150, because that was the first pushback that I had already when they launched it. One of my leaders said, it looks like now I'm going to have to buy my supplements from another. I will still buy Transfer Factor, but all my other ones I will buy from somewhere else, because now I won't be able to afford it with that new loyalty. And I went like, what? She's not understanding that it's actually, she's getting a free product of her choice. So make sure your people, the pushback is, oh, now see, I'm not saying my friend's a negative Nelly, but I'm thinking negative Nellies will tend to think they're making me order more. And the positive people will say, oh my gosh, look at how much more am I getting with the 150 LP. So you got to make sure that you sit with each of your affiliate and customers. They might not be building, they may be just buying, and help them understand why now they get like a transfer factor plus free, right? If you use
Right.
your points wisely.
Just to
So
mention that now you mentioned that before with 125, you had 15% of your points. Now you get 35% of 150. So it goes up. They ain't just keeping it like taking from you. They're giving us more too. So keep that in mind.
exactly. It doesn't look like that at the beginning. So that's why it's very important that you get every single customer and every single person. Once they see 35%, Omar, that's a big chunk of money coming back to you for an order. Like you said, I'm not getting that. And my friend says, I'm going to go to buy my supplements somewhere else. I'm like, who's giving you 35%? Because she buys like 200 a month. So she's already there. She's just scared. So of course, because it's an automatic, it comes out every month. That's why people are afraid. But remember that 4Life is such a wonderful company. Nobody has to do anything. Somebody said to me, do I have to be in loyalty? I said, you don't have to be, but you should be. And she says, what happens if I don't place it 1 month? I'm like, you call them, you say, I don't want to place it. But if you have people under you, you're not going to make any money on them. So that's the only thing, but you can be, and then you can postpone it, you can stop it, you can cancel it. So it's
Nobody's gonna call you.
Elena.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
the dentist, right? It's like the dentist. It says, what should I do to keep my teeth? Just floss the ones you want to keep, baby. That's it. Just floss the one you want to keep.
That's a good analogy. Elena, you were in convention. I like it, Rob.
Yes,
What do you-
I heard some of the members of our team is saying the same thing. I say, no, I like my product free. I said, you get it more free. Now you can choose anything you wanted for free. It's before you have only such different products that you can choose. Now you can choose anything. You can get transfer factor every month if you want it, or whatever, But another thing is about to understand the loyalty program is that you can get your loyalty program for free. It's just activate your store,
Yes.
It just keep sending, and then you have money there to buy your product, and you don't need. Actually, I don't know why people get so scared about the loyalty program, because you can even get the product for free just by referring the products to somebody else, your store. It's so simple.
Sonia,
Thank you.
yes, I got my eyes on JT. So JT and Yolanda, we're over the time. So JT, go ahead. It's getting exciting, but we got to close. So JT, Yolanda, and we're closing down for the night.
Yeah, I just wanted to first of all thank you for having me have the space, and I just wanted to like give that reminder, just like Omar was saying, that it's very important that for those who want to have the 400 points for the Fast Start program, because the systems aren't perfect, right? You want to make sure you call customer service and verify that, to have them double check on it, so that you can have everything you need and everything you want as you want it, because sometimes the systems fail. You
Absolutely.
just don't trust the systems with the 4Life app and the website 100%. You always want to make sure you call customer service and take care of that with someone on the line, so that they can verify that for you and confirm.
Absolutely, JT. And that's why I wanted to give peace of mind to Deborah, who is our newest leader here today. She had a little hiccup. And I know that everybody here can give peace of mind to Deborah, so she can also sleep that 4Life always fixes everything. It's such a fair company that once they notice that the mistake was a real mistake and not people trying to cheat the system or, whatever, they'll fix everything. They do. And so,
And
but I
that's
do like
exactly why,
JT. It's like
yeah,
sometimes
that's exactly why I'm actually mentioning it, because it has happened to me in many instances. Not only, with the website or the 4Life app as well. That, these systems are not perfect, and they tend to upgrade and update constantly. They always try to make the best they can, but systems do fail, and you want to make sure that you have another person confirming whatever's in the system to be able to verify, so that everything is, so you can have peace of mind, basically. And besides that, I also wanted to stress the fact that I believe that with the loyalty program, it's a lot more benefits now, and it should be there's a lot of details that we should be able to explain them to everyone so that they can be free of confusion and have the certainty that they're getting more benefits as opposed to having fear of getting um the feeling of getting ripped off like most people have.
Good call.
Correct, correct. We
So
can be
yeah,
the best
yeah,
company, but
the last part is that how you were talking about the structure of the payment plan or of compensation is that since the beginning I believe that 4Life Research has always had the mentality of because of the slogan that we have together building people, it's our responsibility to help to teach every single associate that listen, once you have this structure set, it's about everyone helping each other, sponsoring, helping the downlines and so on. So when we repeat this and have this duplication of sponsorship and helping each other, that's why the compensation plan was the way it was said, because we had this mentality of together building people.
correct. Very good. Thank you, JT, for that. Yolanda, close it for us. What is that question you have or comment?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that with this change, we're gonna have the option to choose our favorite product. So this is the good benefit because as they say, they tend to send the product they choose, and many of us, we are not happy with what we got, but now we can select what we want. That's all I wanted to say. So I think
Correct. Very good. So let's make a little summary of the things that we wanted to focus on today. Number one, fast start. Download the booklet or have your PDFs ready on your app. There's actually a clickable go to this video or go to this link. So homework number one, order some of these so you can hand them out, give them to your leaders. They're online for US and Canada. Or make sure you play around with it, like get to know it. So number one, your fast start. Number two, your incentive for Utah. You have until July 31st and the trip will be in October, but make sure you don't miss it by one. What do you need? 8 people ordering that you signed up. Senelia, that was the question you had. 8 people that are on your front line that you are enrolled, they're yours. So you can't position them. They can be like they have to be your people, which is great. It helps our company healthy and it helps people bring more people. So 8 people brings you to Utah. Why? Because once you have those 8 people, trust me, that diamond elite is going to come right in, because you have to be diamond elite for 2 out of 4 months, and you have to have 8 people with fast start, but don't focus on so much on that. Just get the 8 people. Everything else is going to come together. And the third thing was, Omar, what did we say? 90-day, and your
and the fast start.
And the fast start. Yeah, and the loyalty. Yes. The rapid rewards to make sure that everybody understood that the rapid rewards is now about 25 for the first 3 months. And after that, it goes back to your regular 2%. So just focus on those first 3 months, getting those people. So again, bringing it back home, it's just focus on getting 8 people to order fast start, getting them a loyalty. It's just they really put it all together very nicely for us. If you need any help, we are here. The team is always here. We can always meet up or have a quick call or ask your questions on the chat that we have, the official English group. And that's all we have for tonight. So